Hello, my name is Rocco Williams, and I am a K-12 Science Curriculum Coordinator in Fort Worth ISD. And this session is supporting HQIM implementation. On top of being a curriculum coordinator, I'm also attending TCU for my PhD in science education. And recently, over the past year, I've been doing a lot of research on HQIM, where it came from, and the implications of implementing it in school districts at a system level. So one of the things that I do when I do this presentation is I like to do it through Menti, which is a presentation software, which allows, participants are able to sign in with their phones, and then we interact like through polls and questions and things like that. So the presentation is very interactive, and I've presented this in Fort Worth. I'm going to present it in Keller in February to all the principals in Keller ISD, and I've also presented it to the DFW Science Supervisors Group. These are the Google slides, and I'll just kind of run you through a couple. You can kind of see where we're going. So we just get an idea of, how it's going with principals in implementing HQIM. And then I give that kind of historical context for where it came from. So it came from the Council of Chief State School Officers, CCSSO. For us, that's Mike Morath. It's his organization of people at his level. They created this small cohort called the IMPD Network, which meant, and these are the states that are in that, it was voluntary. So we have about 13 states in the IMPD Network. And then they were the ones who kind of started to come up and talk about HQIM, high quality instructional material. So it's a relatively new phenomena. And from TEA's website, I just took screenshots saying, what does it mean to be HQIM? It has to fulfill these criteria. And why is it important? This is on the same page from TEA. Grade level appropriate, strong instruction, deep engagement, and teachers with high expectations. So then we get into some interactions, we rank it, what's most important, and then I kind of introduce this research. So the AIR study and then the opportunity myth from TNTP. So we jump into those two pieces of research and talk about why it's so important that we focus on HQIM. The second part of my research dives into Teachers Pay Teachers, or TPT, which is an online educational marketplace, which is where a lot of our teachers go when they're not using HQIM. So I have a whole lot of research that talks about the dangers of TPT. And then the last part of my section talks about what principals can do to encourage the use of HQIM. And the principals actually are one of the biggest key factors in teachers using HQIM. So that's a brief summary of my presentation. Thank you so much for your time.